Steve Figueroa, coming to you from East LA, having the honor and pleasure to interview one of my heroes, County Supervisor Hilda Solis, and here doing a rally for
Hillary Clinton, and to get out the vote between now and Tuesday. It's so important. Even though she's doing well here in California, we can't put the brakes on. We are one of those states that is in a good position to help her get over the top in Texas, Nevada, Arizona, Florida, in places like Michigan, battleground areas. So it is important to get the Latino vote out everywhere, but more importantly, we can make calls across the country. And Hillary is relying on us. So we're not going to stop until Tuesday night, election night, until 8 o'clock, until the polls close. So we'll be getting voters out. We just had a big press conference here with Mayor Eric Garcetti, and also with Assemblyman Mike Gomez, and also with Mr. Steve Zimmerman, who is the president of the LA Unified School District. So it's great. It's been a good, wonderful turnout. We started this headquarters about 2 months ago, and I'm very delighted to be a part of it and to have so much support from East LA and from the surrounding LA County communities.
Do you think they're going to be surprised? We've been looking at polls, the increase in Latino voters.
Absolutely. It's already been shown that our capacity to get people registered to vote has gone up. We, in fact, I hope will be able to pick up more seats because of that here in California, congressional races, and hopefully also in Senate races, not just in California, but around the country. There's a Latina running for U.S. Senate in Nevada, and there are many more Latino candidates around the country, so it's a good thing. We are part of the American fabric, and we need to be out there representing our community and having our voices heard.
What can the average voter do to make the difference right now?
By showing up to vote. In fact, they can go to Norwalk if they live in LA County and go to the Registrar Recorder's office and vote now. Or they show up on Tuesday, get there when they can in the morning or during their break time. They are allowed by law to take time off to go vote. So they need to exercise that, because in many other countries, as we know, many of us whose parents came from other countries, immigrants, they don't have the luxury of being able to vote who they want. In a democratic society, we have to make sure that people understand and honor that tradition. That's why we're out here. We do not want to see someone like Trump elected, who is always criticizing the Latino community, wanting to deport 11 million people, take away our jobs, take away our livelihood, when our fabric of our community has been so engaged and so entrenched in the United States. We even send our children to serve in wars, to defend democracy, even when they're not fully fledged citizens. They are green card holders. So how could someone like Trump just paint us all with a very negative brush?
As a seventh generation Californian, I appreciate what you said. Tell us the importance of Measure A and Measure M, was it?
Yes, there are two important measures on the ballot. One is Measure A, that represents funding for our parks in the 88 cities and around the county of Los Angeles. We know from a needs assessment that we did that we have many communities like East LA, San Gabriel Valley, Pomona, San Fernando that are park poor. That means there aren't enough parks for our community where our kids can go and exercise, and our seniors can take a break and walk in the evening. And if you don't have the ability to go to a park, chances are your tendencies are your health care is going to be at risk. You're going to have higher rates of obesity. You're going to have higher rates of diabetes. And what do doctors say? They tell you go walk, and walk if you're in a park. It's safe, and that's what we want to do by promoting Proposition A, Measure A, that's on the ballot. And the other proposition is Measure M, obviously Measure M, which is to help fund about $120 billion for our light rail, our bus systems, and for bus services for our senior citizens, as well as people that are disabled. That is the lifeblood of our county, and we're going to be able to have, I believe, access all the way to Claremont. Finally, they'll be able to complete the I think it's the green line, the orange line that'll go to the airport.
Maybe
right now it doesn't.
Airport?
Yes, that one too. Hopefully that will be another part of it. But I think for Latinos, many of our communities are very dependent on bus service and rail service. So we need to do everything we can to lower our carbon footprint, clean the environment, get people to where they need to go to see the doctor or go to work or go to school, and then keep the fares low for seniors and students. And that's what this measure does, Measure M.
You sound like one of my past heroes, if you remember Senator Nell Soto, who this was her agenda directly, and so coming from the IE, I sincerely appreciate your agenda.
Good. Well, it's our people's agenda. It's for the community, and I'm first generation Latina. My parents came here as immigrants. My father came as a bracero in the bracero program, and he raised his 7 kids. And who would have ever thought that opportunities here are so limitless for us? And we have to take advantage of education, financial aid to send our kids to college, and make sure that they have all of the advantages and opportunities that are made available to every American, to every family. That's why we're here fighting with Hillary Clinton and with the Democratic Party.
Well, you've heard it. We got to get out that vote. Our future, our children's future, is depending on it. And I want to thank you so very much because you are my hero.
Thank you. It's good
Thank
to see you.
All right.
Sí se pueden.
Sí
Get
se
out
puede.
to vote on
Thank you.
Tuesday. The polls close at 8 o'clock. Sí se puede.